Hey guys, well, I guess I can prove myself once again. And Lisa, this is a shout out to you. Mars is getting ready to go retrograde in Aries. If anyone thought that they've seen me angry in the past, I'm a little nervous, to be quite honest. And this is why. Oh, must be nice to be out jet skiing. I wouldn't know anymore. My ex took my kids away from me without my permission, without my knowledge, 7 years ago. Up here to Pennsylvania. And I've been fighting this entire time and losing big time. I'm livid today. There's no other word. Livid. With New Zealand's laws of full-term abortion, and due to any medical condition or, oh, oops, I wanted a boy and I got a girl. Yep, all legal. All legal. The STEM school systems, science, technology, something, it has an effect on kids later on, causing depression and a tendency for addiction. My middle son is just like me. He's very, very academically advanced, as I am. And he went to a special school in Florida called Challenger after the space shuttle. And that was a gifted school for math and science. My youngest son is returning to school tomorrow. And although I have a court order signed by a judge, his dad still does not include me in any of the school or medical information. And I may just say this out loud on my public YouTube channel to hold myself accountable so that I don't do it. Because if my kids get any vaccines that I'm not aware of beforehand, there's a very high probability I will end up in prison. And I'm stuck on couches, in the backseat of a car, in the woods, in motel rooms, Section 8 housing, mold, and so let's just say, like in the corporate or retail or food service industries, all of which I've worked in, I went above everyone's head here because no one is doing anything around me anyways, except, having a good old time riding their bikes, driving to and fro, whatever's so much more important than the soul and life of a child. Or how about this? Maybe this will get someone's attention. It's not just babies and children. It's a war for your DNA. So they can recreate you, anonymous you, over and over and over, and harvest the best prime aspects of individuals. So let's say they want someone athletic, they go for a sports player. They want someone intelligent. Uh-oh. Well, Jen's been a TI her whole life. I wonder why whoever is just now getting that. You know, I started telling people this shit was happening soon. And I started that in 2018. And I still, to this day, although it's a cool number, 111, I have 111 subscribers. And everything I said back then is coming to fruition. And I have known it, and no one has listened to me. Just, oh, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. No, it really won't. Between the nations here, geopolitical efforts, militia groups, and that could be online or offline, a gun or a keyboard, corporations buying and selling and trading those stocks on the stock market. It's not money. It's not cows. I'll give you one guess. I've had enough. I have 3 boys who are young men. I lost my first due to a forced abortion, which I didn't get a say-so because I was only 16. But I've lived with the loss of my child for the last 26 years. And now I have a grandbaby, a little infant grandbaby I have not even held in my arms because I'm too busy from room to room to couch to tree to how am I going to survive 6 weeks of an application into the Pennsylvania pandemic unemployment. And online every week I turn my shit in. It says, oh yeah, it's pending. 0, no money. So I've tried to do all this on a pittance. Literally, less than $200 a month in food stamps, which is only edible food that is cold. It can't be prepared and hot. And you can't get toilet paper or anything. And now they have this plandemic. That's right, plandemic. Because this is the real one. The Morgellons, these are nanofibers. Does anyone remember when Verizon came out with Fios, fiber optics? Probably not, because that's something only a weirdo would remember, whose brain stores everything like freaking Rain Man. Well, good for me, because I know I'm doing something about it. I'm here in a different city that I took a Greyhound bus to try to follow the rally schedule or get to my son who has my granddaughter and they're 2 states away, or go to Florida for my sister. I don't know, but I'm doing something because I can't bear the thought of sitting around knowing that with each and every breath you take, another child is suffering at a horrific and cruel death or torture experience. So anybody that has gotten their DNA report, I can't say the government didn't already have it, but whatever corporation, like, you know, the ones that advertise on commercials, get your DNA kit. If you paid for that, you just sold your family's bloodline, genetic history, and future descendant possibilities to the highest bidder. You know, the whole time I stayed so polite, and I thought, well, there's still time, and I thought, for sure, by the time 2020 comes, everyone will clearly see. But clearly, people are blind. I mean, it's not much to just take the mask off. It's not an airborne virus. And let me put another little bug in your ear. Pun intended for me. Viral infections, viruses, as opposed to bacteria, a virus cannot exist outside the human body. Even in a water molecule droplet when you cough, cannot exist outside of the body. So if it were sex, it would be inside the body. The bodily fluid would stay inside if no protection was used during intercourse. Then yes, you could pass it. But once it escapes the human body, the environment cannot support its existence at all. That's just a scientific fact. So anyone with a mask on, I mean, use your own discretion. If you have a low immune system, oh wait, I've been immunosuppressed since I was born. And I've got nanotechnology embedding itself into my cranial area so that it can get into my brain, because that's what they've always been after. Oh, shut the F up. Go save a child's life that's suffering instead of playing on your stupid ass toys. Polluting the water. So sick of this place, and I don't just mean Pennsylvania. This whole corporation. Well, somehow for me, I've had things like scarlet fever, whooping cough, chicken pox so bad they were down my throat. I've been a targeted individual my whole life. And apparently, if they're trying this hard still, that means they still haven't cracked the code. But what a suffering in the meantime. And then everybody pointing the finger at me, calling me crazy or psycho or I'm imagining things. Well, you know, you be the judge, because you will anyways. That's what I've always been taught. And when I'm saying the word you, I don't specifically mean you, whomever is watching this right now, because I have no idea who is on the other side of this screen watching this video that I'm recording right now. I do know, however, that on certain platforms that are go-ogle entities, don't be so sure about that, especially when you see the little recommended for you, that it's not a green screen and a live person, that as soon as you click on it, the lights come on. Oh, it's go time. I'm just saying, nobody has to believe me for shit. I don't really give a crap anymore. I just know I'm on a mission because I have myself, my sons, my granddaughter to protect, and I'm doing this as a dedication to my first, who never got a chance at life here. Or maybe, just maybe, since I was already known and it was known who I am and my family and my gift, that my first one wasn't a target as well. I'm telling you right now, no human being, male, female, elected, official, income, bloodline, black, white, Hispanic, Muslim, Christian, atheist. No human being has right or authority over any other human being. The end. Except for the parents of children until they're at an age which they can be responsible for themselves. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd still have all my kids home, regardless and despite. And just because I'm their mother and I say so.